there's so many reasons that students miss school. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lauren and this is Social Work Scrapbook, and I am a school social worker. Lots of school social workers are asked to work on attendance, either improve it or impact it in some way, which can be completely daunting. So today I really want to share my intervention with you. I'm going to take it step by step and break down what I do to impact attendance. I'm also going to share some tactile tools that I'll link down below on Teachers Pay Teachers, because that was highly requested. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, hit the button right now, and be sure that you're following over on Instagram as well. So many of you have been asking me to share my NBA attendance program, which stands for Not Being Absent. It's pretty clever and it's based off of the sports fantasy football. I'm so not the sporty type. NBA, basketball. I utilized this program when I was working in the middle schools and it did very well. I can also see it working particularly well in the elementary school ages. Here is what you need. You need at least 30 students, and for my particular program, I target chronically absent students, but you can choose any 30 that you would really want to impact. You also need about 10 teachers and then some prizes, of course. The intervention takes about 3 hours a week, so it is a lot of work, especially if you're working and doing this all alone. Then the last thing you need is access to either Google Sheets or Excel on Microsoft, whichever one works for you, and I'll provide those grids and everything in my product on Teachers Pay Teachers. So you want to start off by making a list of the 30 students that you would like to include in the program and speak to each student one by one. Be sure to get their buy-in. If you're having some trouble getting their buy-in, then call home. You'll find that the buy-in is quite easy, and the reason why I use a parent as my hook is if a student is on the fence or not too sure about it, I can usually call the parent and explain the program, and the parent is completely just wanting any sort of assistance with improving their students' attendance. So the parent will usually just tell you to sign them up, and they might even give you other referrals as well. Just be prepared for that. You want to call home for each student either way, because it's important to get parental buy-in. And as you start giving out the prizes, you really want the parents to know where these prizes came from and how the student earned them, because then that can lead to some trouble. So once you have all 30 students, you're going to put them in a list. Again, I have these resources linked down below. And what you're going to do with this list is you're going to invite teachers out to a pre-draft party. You don't want to limit this opportunity to just teachers. It's really helpful if you can also get other staff members on board. You can be a team leader. You can also ask your counselors, ask the art teacher, the GT teacher, the gym teacher, coaches. The more the merrier. You want at least 10 staff members to choose 3 of the students, again, that you have predetermined that need some assistance with helping them improve their attendance. What I picture is throwing out some pastries, some coffee, maybe after a faculty meeting or at a staff meeting. At this preseason draft party, what the teachers are doing are selecting from your list of 30. You also have little information sheets on the students. This is going to include who they are, what grade they're in, what age they are. There's some of their favorite things, something to help the teachers and faculty connect with the student that they chose. Once all of the teachers have selected their teams, then is the fun part. This is when you introduce the program to everybody that's going to be involved in it. This is your huge draft party. Students and teachers, which are really kind of like mentors, but you can call them coaches, you can call them team leaders, whatever you choose to call them, but you're going to have everybody coming all together, and they'll get to see who they're competing against, because this is an attendance competition. And at this party, they'll also be able to name their team. This is where you're also going to go over all of the rules and steps to the intervention, which again, I have very neatly in my Teachers Pay Teachers product. So essentially what you're going to tell the students and teachers at this big draft party is that each student will be collecting points for each day that they attend school. And each day they attend, they'll be getting 2 points. You get that basketball reference? 2 points for each day. You're going to total everybody's points at the end of each week. You can even chart it or graph it on a bulletin board somewhere. And this is where I said that it does take a lot of time and effort, but the student competition, the team competition, it's really what's going to drive attendance. I would also suggest that you throw a curveball in there. Sorry, I'm more of a baseball type of person. But what I mean by this is for those frequent flyer days, which are days either before a school holiday or after a school holiday, think of Easter Monday. That's a day that a lot of students do not show up to school. These days can be worth 3 points. Just be sure that you let the students and teachers know beforehand that that Friday or that Monday after the break is worth 3 points so that they can be sure to capitalize on those points for their team. Prizes, time for prizes. At the end of each week, the team that is in the lead will be getting prizes. These are small little prizes. It can be snacks, candy, a soda, a lunch ticket. You basically want to check in and just let the students know that the competition is still going strong and that they're doing really well. Positive reinforcement. At the semester end, the team in the lead is going to get the grand prize. This can be movie tickets, this can be whatever the students choose. I would announce this at an end of the semester gathering. At this gathering, you can do it over lunch, you can do it at a certain period of the day if your administrator approves of that. Because usually at the end of semesters, things are wrapping down and students are not doing too much in the classroom, so most administrators will approve it. You provide maybe some sodas, play some music, play a movie, something where the students can come together again, and this is where you announce the winning team. I would also throw in a prize for the MVP. MVP being the student that showed the most improvement over that semester. This student can get to choose their prize from like a bank of prizes. I would get like 4 grand prizes for those MVPs, and this could be like electronics, whatever would be a good incentive for your student. And this is something to kind of gather at the beginning as you're screening the students for the program. The spirit that you bring to this intervention is what's really going to sell it. So you do have to be super motivated, upbeat. When I started the program over at the middle school I had a CIS, which is Communities in Schools. Typically, they are also social workers or some sort of background in human services. They are awesome. So what we did is we decorated the school hallways with basketball. When it was basketball season, we kept the program going for the full year. We had a grant that funded all the prizes and everything that we gave away, and it was specifically for chronically absent students, and it did improve attendance and it did help a whole lot of students. I still have students that I see now at the high school that remember the NBA program. So that's always nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you plan on implementing it over in your school. If you do, let me know how that's going. No lie, I am always on Instagram, like daily. It's my self-care. I love the community over there. So if you are practicing the intervention, tag me in your story or in your post, and I would love to share that out to my followers as well. So until next time, I'm wishing you social work success. Bye-bye, guys.